Okay, so I had to do an outtakes video. Okay. I never got to explain the customer service experience that I had with African Ancestry. I got an email saying that I should expect my results between February 3rd through the 17th. Around the 15th, I was just like, what? I mean, what's going on? So I called them. They were very polite. The office is located in Washington, D.C. Where they actually do the testing is in, like, fucking Arizona. Okay? And at the time I called, it was, like, going to be a holiday or something coming up. So she was like, yeah, yours is in this batch. So it should be with the batch that's coming in the mail after the holiday. So just call back after the holiday and find out. So I let the holiday come. I think it was like, what was the holiday in February? Was it like President's Day or something like that?
President's Day, Valentine's Day, somebody's birthday.
It was a lot of holidays going on. Okay. So I let some time pass after the holidays, and I called and she said, oh, we mailed it out Friday. This was last Friday. Today's the 25th. Is today the 25th of February?
25th February, yes.
Okay, so they mailed it out the previous Friday. And she was like, oh, but you know what? We usually send the email once we send it out. And we haven't sent you the email. But we did send it out Friday. Today is Thursday. I'm like, okay. I mean, I really didn't care about the email. But just let me know when I'm going to get my stuff. And she was like, from the day that we send it out, wait 7 to 10 business days. It hadn't been 7 business days. So I did get it in a good amount of time from the time they sent it out, which was Friday. I got it in less than a week. That's great. Fact is, I just don't like the fact that I had to wait that long because I'm an impatient person. Secondly, I wanted to point out in this outtakes video that I did surprise Erica in the first video. I just kind of came out here with my scarf on and was like, oh yeah, by the way, I got my results. And so she was like, you know, I didn't look good in the first one. I'm like, yeah, you did. She's like, no, I didn't. So I just want to point out the fact that now her hair is out. She has bomb ass orange lipstick on, and that's right. Give him a kiss, girl. Give him a kiss.
Yes. Yes.
This is what she looks like in real life. Okay, this is real life.
Where you been, baby? Waiting for.
I just can't. I can't. That's right, girl. Wait a minute. Is that gold eyeshadow too?
Did you put it all day?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I ain't gonna put you out on like that. Yeah, she had the gold eyeshadow on. Has been on all day. Lipstick is new. You see it. You see what's going on here. Okay.
Me too.
And that was her appearance. Great. Okay, so after we stopped the last video, I was so excited. When I do these videos, they're freestyle, so I may not have all the facts straight. Guinea and Guinea-Bissau, of course, are right below Senegal. But my people are from Equatorial Guinea, which is actually right by Cameroon. And when I looked on the internet, it's an island outside of Africa, but it's a part of Africa. And this is what I learned about my people. We did not succumb to slavery until the 20th century. We were a people on our island, and we lived alone. We did our thing. Just chilling. We were invaded by the Portuguese, and this is what happened. They kept trying to come for us. We want you slaves. We want you as slaves. We want you as slaves. Just come in. You hear Eric in the background. Come in.
Come. That's Will I Am.
Just get it started. Let's get that slavery in here. Just get in my boat and come on to America. Anyway, we weren't having it. We were like planning attacks on these invaders. Like, they ain't finna get us. We living on this island.
We run it.
We straight. Like, we're good. We don't need your whatever you got going on. And when they came over, they killed like 75% of us with disease. This wasn't even capturing us and taking us or just killing us straight up. They came over with their germs. Germ. Kill most of us with that. But regardless, we were like, you're not gonna invade us. We not participating in slavery. We're not doing that. They were just planning random attacks on invaders.
Wow.
And for that reason alone, they didn't want to fuck with us. They like, these people are cruel and they're mean and they're outsiders.
Freaking jerks.
That's what they labeled us as. Let me just read you what I just learned. Of course I had to learn more, but this was amazing to me because this is actually the kind of person that I am. What is his name? Fernando Poe or something like that. Let me just go back. They were isolated on their island. They formed a society, language, and religion that was theirs alone. Different from the mainland people. They were undisturbed. I don't like being disturbed. I don't like it. They were intimidated by our legendary savagery. We were savages. Like, don't come. We don't mess with you. We let y'all do your thing in the mainlands, but don't come over here trying to invade us on our beautiful island. Okay, we got our own thing going on here, basically. I'm trying to look for that quote. Just bear with me.
Ooh la la la.
That's right. Listen to Erica's music in the background.
Ooh la la la. Ooh la 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 la. Sweet something. Na 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 na. Did you find it?
No, I didn't find it yet.
Na 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 na.
I didn't find it. Hey, that's a good song.
Na 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 na.
Okay, I can't find it, okay, because I've been on several websites since the last video. But he basically said they're cruel, savages. And they didn't touch us to the 20th century. And a century is before the years, right? Or is it after? Like, if we're talking about 1900s, that's the 20th century, right?
Yes. We're now in the 21st.
We're in the 21st now. So that means the 1900s?
If it was the 20th century? Yeah.
That means we ain't come over here till late in the game.
Wow.
Late in the game. We weren't here since they first started moving niggas to Savannah and Alabama and Florida and all of the South. I don't have no people in South Carolina. But we came over here late in the game. And I say we because, of course, I have my father's DNA in me, which I believe is where the Côte d'Ivoire comes from and all the other things. But his people had to beat my mom's people. My mom's people didn't come over here till late in the game. So wasn't nothing popping off in the Evans family for Jasmine until late in the game. And that explains a lot. That explains why sometimes I feel like I'm not American and I don't belong here. That explains why I love going to any island I can travel to. That explains why I love the hot weather. That explains why I don't agree with a lot of the ideologies that Americans have. That is why I like to be secluded and do my own thing. And also, we didn't participate in enslaving each other. We didn't believe in that. We had nobles that we respected. And I respect my elders. But like we were doing in the actual continent, we were already enslaving each other. We were enslaving each other before we allowed the man to come over and buy our own people and take them to other continents. We were already doing it. The only difference is when they came with the savage, you know, like we're going to chain them, we're going to rape them, we're going to have we're gonna make them have our babies and use them as sex toys, but we're not gonna claim their babies. We're gonna chop off their feet, chop off their arms if they run away. We weren't doing that to each other. We were just like, look, your family owe us some money, so you're gonna work on our land, and you just gonna be over here. You know what I mean? But they came with all that extra.
You found that out?
Yeah. Well, you know, as far as the difference between black people enslaving each other and white people enslaving each other, enslaving us, that was from Henry Louis Gates.
Okay.
Is what I found out. So I'm like, because for a long time I didn't know that we were enslaving each other. But then it makes sense because in America we can't even get along. We don't have no culture other than hip hop. That's the only thing we can agree on. But as far as, you know, stabbing each other in the back and all this and that kind of stuff, like we trade against each other. So it's been like that since the beginning, basically. That's nothing new. It's just something that carried over to this country. It seems like we had more unity when there was segregation, which is sad.
Yeah, I know.
Because we supported black businesses, we supported our community. It's
Civil
just that
rights ended the unity.
Yeah, it pretty much. And then one of my ex-boyfriends told me that. I'm not going to talk about all my ex-boyfriends in my YouTube videos. I already talked about the African I dated. I'm not going to talk about this one who said that because I'm just not going to do it. But when he said that, I was like, you do have a point.
Yeah.
You have a point. We supported our families, communities. We raised our children as villages. And now it's just like, that ain't my son. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Equatorial Guinea was basically the outsider. We weren't getting with the program like everybody else. You know, everybody else was selling us for guns and gold, which is, of course, where all the violence came from in Africa, right? 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 For guns? You know about guns, right? They're all over the world.
Well, in America.
In America, in Africa too. You told me about that documentary.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You did watch that.
Okay, so guns destroyed Africa, basically, and jealousy and greed. But the Bubi people, my people, we were not about that life. We just wanted to chill and surf and fish. And I found out my people like to fish. And I fished maybe 2 times in my life. I always wanted to really, really, really learn how to fish. We just were kind of like the indigenous people. Like, while everyone else is progressing, you know, with technology and industrialism, we were just like, we cool. And that's how I am in real life. I don't care about all this stuff they got going. I just got an iPhone, my first iPhone, in December of 2015. I didn't care about what kind of phone I had before the end. I didn't even care about answering the phone because I'm like, it's just a phone. Like, it's not that serious. Like, why do I have to have HBO? Like, why do I have to have every single channel? And everybody's like, oh, you have basic, you have this, you have that. I don't care about that shit. I really don't. I care about laying on the beach, fishing, maybe having a Corona. I'm hoping that my people had good beer. I don't know. I feel like we were indigenous, so we had some good times. But yeah, so I'm going to learn more about that. Erica is a black Jew. If this is your first time watching my video. She is a European Jew.
Yes, European Jew.
And African.
African.
And if you need to know the details of that, you need to watch her video. Okay? Okay? Matt Damon. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I've just enjoyed this experience with you. You know, just the whole finding out who we are, posting it with the world. We've enjoyed looking at your comments. Some of them haven't been that polite, but we've enjoyed, and you know, having all the views, and that's really exciting, and the subscribers. So yeah, thanks for the experience, guys, and I don't know what else to say.
I don't either. I feel like I've said enough.
Too legit.
Too legit to quit. Hey, 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 hey. Too legit. Get buck. Okay, all right, that's it. Find out who you are. YouTube. Screw you, America.